Hey guys! Right now I'm like, sorry. I'm fighting the sun right now because it's like 6:30 and the sun's going down and there's clouds and it looks like it might actually rain. So I'm sorry if the lighting isn't all that great. That's why. Okay, hi though. As you probably guessed from like the title and stuff, this video is about self-confidence and like self-esteem, like your own self-esteem and like how to be basically confident in yourself. I wasn't like always the most like confident person, and I mean, don't get me wrong, like I'm still not like 100% confident in myself, not necessarily just my looks, but just like, you know, we're always gonna have something about ourselves that we don't necessarily like, but that doesn't mean that you as a person aren't like a really great person. And like step one, really, I mean, if it had to go in steps, there's just like certain things that I do to like help myself be a happier, more positive, more confident person. And like number one thing I do is telling myself that I'm a great, awesome person, that I am the shit, and that I'm awesome, you know. Basically it's just like you gotta give yourself praise every once in a while. At least once a day, look at yourself in the mirror and don't focus on what you don't like. Focus on what you do like, you know? Like, look at yourself and tell yourself, like, wow, you're so hot. Like, congrats, you know? Like, you go out there and you show the world what you're made of, and just talk yourself up. Like, you're your own friend, you know? Like, talk to yourself like you would talk to your best friend. Would you tell your best friend how ugly she or he is, or that they're like fat and all this shit? No, you wouldn't tell your best friend that, because that's your best friend. Well, you should treat yourself with just as much respect as you would treat other people with. So tell yourself how beautiful you are, how amazing you are. Tell yourself what you're good at. Make yourself feel good. I make it sound like it's like really easy, and it's not that easy at first. I mean, because you don't really believe yourself, you know what I mean? And of course at first you're not going to believe yourself, but the more you keep telling yourself that, and like, you know, you really will start to believe it. The second thing I would say is that, of course, you're always going to have doubts. You're always going to feel negative at some point in your life. You will go through a stressful situation or whatever. But like the main thing is to like not listen to your negativity that you're putting out into the world, because that's just creating more negativity, and it's just going to be a downward spiral from there. So if something bad happens or whatever, if you're feeling like shit, if your boyfriend broke up with you, like whatever the situation is, you know, don't tell yourself that you deserved it, because you never deserve unhappiness, ever. And don't tell yourself, you know, that you were the one in the wrong, or that you could have done this differently, or you could have done that differently. Don't put yourself down, because that's not going to get you anywhere in life. It's just going to make you feel worse and worse about yourself, honestly. So even if you are feeling like that, you got to stop yourself from feeling like that. You got to be like, hey, wait a second, no, don't say that. And stop yourself, like as if your best friend again was talking to you and telling you how much they hated their life. And you'd probably sit there and be like, no, you're great. Like, look at all the good things in your life. And you point out the good things in their life because you're their friend and you want to help them. Well, you should do that with yourself as well. You know, when you're feeling down, sometimes you got to tell yourself, hey, wait a second, yeah, this thing is happening and it's not that great of a thing, but look at all the other really great things that you have going in your life. Like, I don't know, maybe you have a really good best friend, maybe you get along really great with your brother or your sister, you have a pet that you really, really love and is always there for you, you know, you have a roof over your head, you have food in your cupboards. There's so much worse things that could be going on in your life, so just don't let that bring you down, I guess. A third thing is just really do not let what anyone says about you get into your mind, you know, because it's not true. I mean, if they have anything negative to say about you, that's because they have their own insecurities, and they're putting you down because of it. And this doesn't just go for, like, mean girls at school or, like, bullies, you know. It goes for anyone in your life. Parents can sometimes put down their kids unknowingly, but they do, and they will, you know. But, again, it's not because they don't love you, because they're your parents, so of course they love you. The only reason my parents are hard on us sometimes, or if you have really, really bad parents who are always hard on you, you know, it's not because they're trying to be hard on you. It's because they probably regret a lot of things in their life, and they just want you to do better than they did. It's wrong, and they don't always go about it the proper way, and, you know, you're not your parent, and you're going to go on your own path. But if you still have to deal with, like, parents... But if you still have to, like, deal with parents and stuff, and you still have to live with them because you're, like, too young to move out and stuff, you know, my best advice there is to just don't get into fights with them. If they don't want to listen to you and try to understand where you're coming from, then that's it. They're not going to try and understand, so it's really pointless in trying to explain to them. They have to want to try to understand. So but don't let that affect you, because you are your own person, and no matter who it is that's saying bad things about you or putting you down, your parents, your brother, your sisters, your cousins, some random people in the street, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter who it is. You tell them kindly to shut the fuck up, because you are your own person, and you're going to do what makes you happy. Because at the end of the day, who do you have? You have yourself. Of course you have other people in your life, but you need to be there for yourself, because you're the most important person in your life. Just remember that. Those are, like, 3 things that I live by, is telling myself every day that I'm awesome. Looking at myself in the mirror, you know, checking myself out. I check myself out in the mirror, and I'm not afraid to admit it, because it helps with your confidence. And I haven't always been a super confident person, trust me, and I'm still not, like, a 100% super confident person, but I've come a long way just because of the fact that I gave myself a chance, and I looked at myself and I was like, yeah, maybe my boobs aren't that big, and maybe I have a little belly, you know, and I have flappy arms, you know, and I don't work out and all this, and I'm short. I'm only 5'1", and I have really short and stubby legs, you know. To me, they're short and stubby, and I always hated my legs. I wanted nice, long, thin legs, but I don't have that. And you gotta look at yourself, and you gotta be like, why am I thinking of all the things I don't have? I don't have them, so I should just not even think about it. I should look at myself and think about all the things I do have. You know, I have a nice smile. I have a really big, nice smile with cute dimples and big cheeks, and whenever I smile, people always smile back at me because they love my smile, because they say that I'm just a happy person. And I haven't always been a happy person, but I always try my best to smile, because I know that's one of my best features. You gotta be like, well, I don't have this, but I do have this, and I can work with what I have. And everyone can work with what they have. It's all about confidence. Confidence is beauty. It doesn't matter what you look like on the outside. It's what you look like on the inside. It's how you feel, how you think. And if you're a beautiful person on the inside, that's going to come through to you, to other people. But also, people can tell if you don't like yourself, and it shows in your looks. It shows that you're not confident in yourself. So you have to be confident in yourself. And check yourself out, god damn it. You go walk to that mirror right now, and you get naked, or just strip down to your underwear, and you model in front of the mirror for yourself. Not for anyone else, just for yourself. Because you are a fine piece of person. And, you know, so that's the first thing. Just to recall, there we go, to recall what we've talked about. That is the first thing. And the second thing, what was the second thing again? God, I forget. Change your thoughts. You know, always, if you know that you are thinking negatively, and you know that you're just hating on yourself and stuff, change those thoughts. turn them around. Be nice to yourself, because you deserve happiness. Number 3, don't let anyone put you down, you know? But pick your battles wisely. Not every situation requires a reaction. Sometimes you just gotta let it slide. Don't even bother reacting to it, because it's not worth your time. It's really not. You don't need to be bothered with other people's insecurities. You know, if they're putting you down about something, they're the ones who are insecure, and that's not your problem. That's their problem. And it's not your problem that they're putting you down. That's their problem as well. And you can just ignore them. And if they refuse to be ignored, well, then tell them off. Tell them that you love yourself and that you are confident in yourself and that, you know, just tell them how great you are and how much you love yourself. And I bet you that they'll be so surprised that they won't have anything to say. And they'll just probably keep trying to insult you. And that's when you just walk away, because they can't come up with anything, because you won't let them, right? The sun is going down, oh my god, and I tried to, like, make this video kind of as quick as possible, but I had the idea, you know, for, like, not everyone is confident in themselves, and not everyone knows how to overcome the unhappiness, and of course I still struggle sometimes with, you know, feelings of sadness, but that's normal, and it's okay to be sad, but you can't let that affect your entire life. You know, if you're sad about something, you let that sadness out. Cry about it, write about it, listen to sad music, like whatever you need to do to get that sadness out from within your head and out of your head. And once it's gone, don't let it come back in. It's gone now. Be happy. You always, always deserve happiness, no matter what, no matter who you are, no matter what you've done to other people, okay? You can be forgiven, but you need to forgive yourself. So thank you for watching, and I hope this video was somewhat helpful. I know it's like somewhat short, and I would have talked about other stuff. I can probably keep going on for a long time, but I'm not going to, because like I said, the sun is going down and the lighting is probably really, really horrible. So I'm gonna let you go. Yeah, so thank you for watching. I'll have a new video up soon. My Tumblr and stuff is linked down below if you want to send me like any questions or anything. I usually always answer my asks, and yeah, bye guys.